Is that one for you?
Yeah, that's from Aldi.
Oh, can you open it now? Put the reindeer.
1 second, we'll just wait for everyone to come.
I know it's Christmas, Jasper. It's so hard for small children. Christmas. It's like torture.
Tis the season to be jolly.
Have I got them on the right way? Now we're cooking. This is the actual Christmas day for us, so probably not going to do a vlog post at all today, but if I do, happy day after Boxing Day. Yeah, I'm very concerned about climate change, and the only thing that I can see that would make any real genuine difference in anything like enough time is if an alternative technology becomes more attractive than the status quo. So if renewable energy becomes cheaper and easier than oil, then we've got a chance.
Well, have you seen that China have basically built and manufactured the biggest wind farm in the world?
I do like that. I do like China about that. They're quite pro-renewables, aren't they?
Well, they have to be. They've got so many people.
Yeah.
They can't continue to burn coal.
They're being forced to do it.
And they used to be very much on coal, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they're heating, like in Beijing, burning coal, and it used to pipe through the buildings.
Oh yeah. God.
Did you?
Wow. And I wonder why they've got an air pollution problem.
Yeah.
Yikes. But there's so much coal in China though, isn't there?
There is, but
still?
I think the government realised with 1 billion plus people,
And that they can't control the population.
yeah, even China with all its natural resources isn't going to be able to find a sustainable model to carry on just burning fossil fuels. Like that. So it doesn't surprise me here that they've got the biggest wind farm. That won't be because they feel obliged to save the world with wind power. It's because they need it to be able to push their businesses and fuel their economy with energy.
Being at the forefront of renewable technology, I think, is a massive economic benefit to a country. There's a huge amount of money to be made from that. And China have got the battery factories coming online and stuff like that as well.
If they're able to take a piece of technology, create it as sort of made in China and then sell it to the West, they make money, but also they get a whole sort of, we've done something better than the West, you need us more than we need you kind of thing.
And they've got a long proud history of doing things cheaper than the West as well, which is critical.
There was a really interesting thing on Kickstarter. This guy he basically created, and it's a different category of product, but it's the same thing. Basically, he created a selfie stick that was integrated within an iPhone case, put it on Kickstarter, and before it reached its amount, someone sent him a link. It had already appeared in China and was being mass produced and sold. So they've taken his IP, because there was no way to copyright something on Kickstarter. He's now produced it and he's making some money, but the amount of money he's lost because China has basically copied it. And I think everyone talks about copycat China, and everyone talks about the new Silicon Valley is going to be in China. It's not going to be one replaces the other. They're just both going to get quicker and quicker and better and better. The copies will be just as good and just as cheap and just as quick, but they're really high-end stuff. So we're talking about technology around energy. That will also progress much further.
Personally, I think patents are less useful than a lot of businesses think, especially with China that doesn't always respect them, shall we say. I think one of the most important things is to be the first mover. If you're the first mover, if you get your name on the product and on the shelf before everyone else, then your chances are much stronger. Always nice to have a little bit of a climate inspired conversation. I definitely think the perspective that people have on climate change can sometimes be a little bit out of whack. Obviously not with my brother and sister-in-law. It's hard work hosting Christmas. I would like to say that it was all my efforts, but actually Soph's done all the real work here. I'm just a tourist.
It wasn't hard work.
Oh, fantastic. You hear that? It wasn't hard work. So we'll do next year then as well, yeah?
Yes.
Brilliant. You know what would make this much more Christmassy? I love it when there's snow on the ground at Christmas. It happened once and I was in Portugal. It was wet and windy. Beautiful snowy Christmas here, wet and windy in Portugal.
How many in the Falcon?
Yeah, that one's the Rebel Snow Speeder. That's the Jedi Starfighter.
Jedi Starfighter.
Yeah, this one is called Ghost.
Ghost.
That's right. Well done.
What's that one, Jasper?
This one is called the ghost.
Well, oh my word. I am so full, but it was very tasty. And now we're going to settle down and watch Home Alone, which is a classic Christmas movie. Boom.
You guys give up or you're thirsty for more?
I hope you've all enjoyed today's vlog post. If you have, remember to like it and share it and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next instalment of my daily vlog. Bye. Look, if the mountain won't come to Mohammed, Mohammed will... No, the other way round. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
You think maybe if you bring it a bit closer? Right.
Okay, before we have a drink, can we just open that?
Okay, come on, let's go.
Good boy.